I'm your host, Wiem Zin Labidin, and you are listening to Tech Tag Podcast. Today, our guest is Nivi. She is a full stack developer. I recently met her and we became friends. She shared with me a part of her story, and I really got inspired by her. And now I'm very excited to talk to her. So let's meet her and learn more about her journey. Hello, Nivi. Welcome to Tech Tech.
Hi, VM. Thanks for having me.
It's my pleasure. Tell us some fun facts about yourself so we can know you more.
I'm Nivi, and I'm from India and currently living in Hamburg. I'm a software developer, full stack developer to be precise. And some fun fact about me is I was doing yoga for 10 years and I'm starting over again. I don't know, maybe that's the new thing which I currently do, like after so long. And also some programming, for a living.
Cool. Tell us about your education path. Did you start learning and studying programming from the beginning?
No, actually, I was studying in the high school. I took computer science and then I learned a little bit of C and C++. And as every other high schooler, I just forgot after the high school. And basically after that, I took a different path. I started studying management science and I discovered I don't like it. So I was in the middle of my second semester. I thought, no, that's it. I can't. And then I was just studying in order to complete my degree, let's say. But I was not happy about that. And in the third semester, I dropped off. Like I said bye to my university. And then luckily at the time, as I'm an Auslander, a foreigner in Germany, I had to have a reason, let's say, to stay in Germany. I need to have a purpose. So I was thinking, oh my God, my visa maybe will expire in 8 months. So I was so confused and then frustrated, like what I can do. Should I start over studying computer science, like from the beginning, or should I do something else? Like I was simply in towards exploring, exploring myself, let's say, towards. And just figuring out what I like, what I want to do. I always had it in my mind, and also my sister is a computer science engineer, and she programs, and then she also taught me in school C++. So I was thinking, okay, maybe I can give it a shot because I like logic, and then I enjoyed programming when I was in school. So I really don't know why I didn't continue at that time. So I thought, okay, I will give it a try. Because it's already done. I already got out of uni, so I had time. And I started again with the Java. I started to learn Java and then slowly go through some books and then started with the YouTube. Let's say that's my university, YouTube, and then a few of my projects. It was helpful. And then I was learning, I was practicing. And I had to say we are living the time where education is free somehow. I said to myself I won't spend even €1 for videos because one, I'm a cheap person, and two, I don't have a credit card. So basically I can't buy things online like without a certain, it's if it is not complete ordered one.
Yeah.
So I was just keeping up with the YouTube and the wiki, and then that was my journey, I would say. That's how it started.
And in the beginning, how did you move to Germany? You were studying in the beginning in India?
No, in my high school, I was studying in India, and then after that, I went to Latvia. It's also in the Schengen zone, Schengen countries. I was studying there for 1 year, and then basically partying, not studying. And later I shifted from Latvia to Germany because my sister was already living here. So I thought maybe it would be better if I, stay with somebody who's my family.
Yeah.
And then the university which I was studying, is, let's also say, like, also the reason why I quit, because it's a private institute and then it's a lot of money, 13,000 euros per year. So I don't want to pay that much and then don't get educated. Let's say I don't know how to say it. I felt more guilt that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. I feel bad also for my parents that who pays money, and also bad for myself that I don't like it. I'm not doing good things for me, let's say.
It's a big decision to not continue on that.
Yeah. I would say it was very risky because I otherwise had to go back to my country, and without visa, it's not possible. You have to go back, and the limited period I had, this 8 months, it was stressful, and I had to also consider that I already had a boyfriend, and then I can't leave just like this, and he's European, so he can't come to my country, and then I can't, if I'm not here, then it's already done. So it's like I was in a big stress, I would say, because of that.
Yeah, I can imagine. It was complicated.
Yeah.
And then when you started studying, it is to be able to find a job so you can apply for the visa, or?
Yeah, something like that. The first thing I wanted was I need to somehow search for things which I love. And then to be very honest, I don't know what I like. And at that time, I also realized that I don't know myself that much. Maybe, I don't know, it may sound weird, but I think even though I grown up and 24 and stuff, I'm still figuring out what I am, and then who I am pretending to be, or I'm really what I am. Sometimes it's I'm in a questionable situation sometimes, like, oh, what am I doing? Like, this is what I like, or am I a people pleaser, or what? So when I was discovering, let's say, that what I like, I still remember I had a diary. I wrote the first week. I even told my boyfriend. I was at that time also living with him. So I told him, okay, I want to maybe do some business. Let's say I pursue it my education, but on the side, and then I will do some business in order to, somehow get the visa, like a business visa, something like that. And not big scale business, but small scale, because Nivi is not rich. I need to earn my own money. So I was thinking, okay, I will do candle business. What about that? I was thinking, it's maybe funny, but I literally had a list, and then also looking in the eBay, like the raw materials, how you make it, and then a fragrance, and who I can sell to, and my customers, buyers, who they can be. And then I was making like some reconciliation for that. Let's say the profit, will it be worth it? How much I should invest? I need to find investors. In short, my boyfriend and my sister for financial support and stuff. And we also got a dignity, so I can't do that. Oh my god, it was complicated.
Yeah, I cannot
So
imagine.
yeah, and the other week I wanted maybe to pursue my yoga as for career. Let's say I'm Indian. I do yoga for many years. I was doing, so I thought maybe I will try to get into the flexibility again and start over from the beginning. Maybe that's my part. Who knows? It's my destiny. I thought that. And I soon realized maybe I need the Zen mode, but it is not it. Let's say still. So I was keep on doing, and then one day my friend called me from the university, and she said she's also Indian, and she was doing her master's. She already finished her computer science degree, bachelor's. So she told me, I am going to this semester holidays. I will be studying about Python. She said lockdown already started, the first one, and around March, I think. She said that. I thought, programming. Maybe. After I hung up with her call, I was thinking, maybe should I start over? I was just thinking. And then I said, okay, I will try. What's up with that? Like, what I can lose? Nothing, right? So I started. I told my sister, and then she was so happy because she's already in the field, so she wanted me like to be in the field. And I was studying, and then she said, "No, no, don't study. Like whatever study, whatever you make notes, it will run. Okay, you need to program. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You always know what is this condition, what is for loop, what is this while everything, but you need to program in order to see
Yeah.
how it works, and then you trust me, you keep on getting new weird things as ever." So, and I started some small projects. Let's say so far I did, I think, 4 completed project,
Mm-hmm.
and then 2 I didn't finish. And the second one, I still believe one day if I get fired or if I get pregnant or I get maternity leave, I will work on that. One day for my own company. So that's my, let's say, plan for later. So.
And being in a stage to think, to figure out what you want to do and who you are, to learn more about yourself. It's, I think everyone at one point in time will be in that situation. And I think like for myself,
Mhm.
I went through that situation, a realization to think, oh, I don't know what to do, who I am, etc. It's like if you go through that stage, it means that you are really thinking about your life and you will make the change in your life, and you will go through to a new level, a next level in your life.
Mhm.
And especially you went outside of the comfort zone.
Yeah, definitely, I would say. But also, maybe it was something like I lost already enough of things in life,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought, what else can shock me bigger? Nothing. I thought, because I lost my father. So after that, I was devastated, and simply, let's say, I didn't care much. I thought, okay, that's a problem. Yeah, I'm in this situation. Yeah, but anyway, I was not, that afraid, otherwise I know how afraid I can get. Okay, I can even make people like get afraid of me by that. But after that situation, it gave me kind of like a strength to survive, let's say, because I was more like my father figured out everything for me. He guides me, like he say, Nivi, yeah, you can do it. It's not like he does some black magic or something. He's a regular human being, just saying, one guy in my life who's saying, yeah, Nivi, you can do it. You need that. You need to sometime hear that, and then even though it won't make any change, it will give me that big support. Seriously, trust me. Like whatever I wanted, I got because of that support, I would say. So after losing him, I thought, okay, I need to somehow motivate others, like my other family members, and in order to be strong for them, I need to be strong. And then for this, I had to go through, let's say, more weird things. Like anyway, I was living alone in Germany. It was like my father feeding me every day with the spoon. But you know what I mean, right? Like it's simply like somehow you say soulmate, or say the soulmate, not like just a person who is lover or something. It can be also your mentor, or how you
Yeah.
say, person who is close to who you think as God, some what like that. I don't know how to say that in English, seriously. But I would say, if somebody has this person, or if somebody feels like they have this kind of relationship with anybody or anything, or with a passion, it's amazing. And then simply they keep on doing it.
Yeah.
And I would say, I still think that some force or something, some well-wisher, like my father, is watching me, so I wanted to do what he wanted to do. So, and now I don't want to be poor, I would say, because I want to be rich, want to earn money, and then I want to do what my father wanted to do. He started already, but I think I need to also continue. He was, as you know, our planet is getting fucked up and stuff. Global warming is very bad. So he believes in planting more trees,
Mhm.
and then he was doing it in the smaller villages. And because my country is huge, and then we lose a lot of trees, and then we must have them in order to survive for others. Let's say like future generation, they will be in a very crazy situation already. It's too hot in my country. So we were doing it like I helped of like only few weeks I helped, okay, but he was organizing, and then he was having this foundation, just a little one, but at least something. So I also want to do that. Yeah. So maybe if I someday will grow bigger or have some nice company, let's say, then I will do something with that. Let's say that's for later.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah,
amazing.
like something which like you see some life purpose, then it keeps you going. So I wanted to do that,
Yeah,
and for that I need to learn.
yeah,
And then programming is simply like it's more like ice cream when you think about it. It's more of a vanilla. You see, like you can create new things. You see that isn't it simply amazing? When I learned that you can manipulate lights, this LED one, this you can program it to turn
yeah,
off in 15 seconds, and then you can tell it, set a timer to blink, or you can also use the other gadgets, and then similarly you can program everything,
yeah,
and then that's simply amazing for me. And you can make it work. Even a small button with a little bit more bug, it's fine, you're doing
yeah.
fine, I would say.
You are making
So
something you can see, and it makes you proud. Yeah,
yes, it makes me proud, so super proud, like my buttons, come on, if I would be like this.
yeah.
So
Even sometimes there are some bugs, and working on fixing them, and you see that you
mhm,
fixed them, it gives you also a good feeling.
yes,
And I know
yeah,
that sometimes it's frustrating to find it. Uh,
yes.
which programming language are you using, by the way?
Currently JavaScript, I program, and then PHP,
Hmm.
and from tomorrow I'm touching the second software, so Python. What else? They're using more things. MySQL, of course.
And is it your first job?
No, my second.
So tell us about how you started. Did you have in the beginning a part-time job, non-tech, or directly you started your first job in tech?
No, oh my God. What I can say, I never worked in my life. Oh my God, I feel so bad to say that, because I was studying simply when I was in India, and then I came here, and I didn't do part-time or anything. I feel bad about this now, but like when I started my very first office job ever is simply my first job,
Mhm.
the IT.
Full-time job.
Yes, direct full-time job. Yeah. So basically, what I did was, as I said, the projects which I did, right? After that, when I was doing my second project itself, I started to apply for jobs, prepared my resume, very nice, and put my projects proudly. And I just put my academic experience, and then a project experience, something like that, and then I mentioned them. And I think that's what people liked, because I said I put it at my university, and then I put it into it's discontinued, and nobody seemed to care.
Mm.
And that's amazing, because I didn't know about that, really. My sister told me, but I always thought like, oh, will they even hire me? I thought like maybe like a part-time job or some student job, or they will tell me to study first, finish it, and come back, or I don't know. I had no clue. So simply I was trying if it works out. In the end, anyway, I had a plan to start my candle business. So I thought, if it doesn't work, I will jump immediately for a candle. And with the projects, people seem to like it, and I started to get the offers for the interview. And many failed, and then many also went well, even with my human interaction, let's say. Like, I can be fine in the technical round, but oh my God, this HR round, where they ask these questions, oh my God, they will ask, I don't know what they want really. So simply it was It was like, what are you asking? What do you want? I don't know what to answer for that. Anyway, in the first job, I was so happy. I said yes to the very first interview. Sorry, very first company who want to hire me.
Mm-hmm.
They they said they said they want to have me, and then I said yes, yes, like is some guy proposing me or something. I was so happy, and then I said yes, yes. And then right after I signed it, I had to get the same week, within the 4 days, I got 6 offer letters. I was so shocked. These many months I was applying, giving interviews, and nobody wanted me. As soon as somebody wanted me in one company, everybody wants me. I was like, what the heck? I was like, did I do correct that I signed the very first person who offered me a job? And yeah, I was thinking it was not the right right option. I need to maybe I should have done my research on the company rather or something. I don't know, it's fine. Anyway, it was a good learning experience. So it was okay. And after 6 months, I thought like, oh my God, this maybe not the situation I want to be in. The company was a little bit more smaller, and the employer was not, how you say, that welcoming or something. It was not a pleasant working environment for me. So I thought, okay, maybe I need just a little bit bigger company, not this small. And then my current company is the second company which I work in, and they're good. They're amazing. I feel like I think I went to maybe the worst one. So whatever I see is I feel appreciating the small things. Yeah, that's what my sister says. Like it's just a normal thing. Why you're being so happy about it? And I say, yes, I know, but I feel happy that it's my company who is this cool, who are this cool. Let's say. So
Comparing to your previous experience.
yeah, my colleagues are great, and then the working environment is healthy. I would say I can say talk my opinion, and then I think it is also very important that if you start to work and then you're kind of stable, let's say, then we should also think about the environment we are in. It has to be positive. It has to also value you. Let's say not like some boss who keep on criticizing for no reason, something like that. It will be not good.
Yeah.
So I say my current employer, he's amazing. Yeah, it's going fine.
I'm glad to hear that. How long are you working?
This is going to be 1 year. By this January, it will be 1 year.
Cool. And do you think that you like this job and you will continue on doing programming and you will progress
Yeah.
in this career path?
Yes, I would still say I need to learn a lot of things because my programming career overall, my projects along with that, is around 2 years, almost 2 years maybe, around 2 years, 1.5 to 2 years something. And I would say I need to learn way more, and then in order to be comfortable and also to grow myself, because I'm like kind of person who likes to learn a lot.
Yeah.
And then let's say I'm like a little bit more adamant that I want to be best at what I do. Like even if I do one little thing, then my work has to say that I done it.
Yeah.
It need to speak for itself. So I would say I believe in that, and I would try to also learn more things, also about me, let's say. And so far, I love programming so much, and then I don't think I would be switching anytime sooner or later. Maybe something more technology related in the future, but and always with the innovation of new technology. Like I want to give my parts, let's say, because I really think they should implement this to the schools, that kids they can learn programming like math because it's similar anyway, so
Yeah.
it can be very interesting. So I would maybe like to see in future, maybe if they would love to have programming as a subject or something like that, just small programming for the little kids. That would be nice.
Yeah. And I think it is possible because it could be fun for kids to learn.
Yeah, right.
Especially they will see that they have an impact. They write some code and they see it. They see what
Yeah.
happens, especially with games. For example, they are used to play games
Yes.
and then they find out that they can
Yes.
also make games. Yeah.
And also, it's amazing that I see with the programming, I see things differently. Oh my God, maybe I talk a little bit more like nerdy, or I don't know. But I find it very fascinating that whatever you can do, you can think about it like in programmatically,
Yeah.
let's say. You know, I find it, if I say to people, they find me weird, but it's fine, I think. You know, you simply, you can get a calculation for everything. Whatever you do, you can say that, especially this gaming field.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is amazing, I would
Yeah.
say. Yeah, and they're also very complicated. I can imagine.
Yeah, and at the end, programming exists to solve real world problems. So there is a
Yes,
connection between the real life and the programming. And
yes.
sometimes, if you think about analyze some problems in real life, you sometimes think, oh, maybe this could be
A solution
like
for that,
a
right?
solution for this. Yeah, exactly. I also have that thoughts.
I feel you, man. But I think people also, anyway, we can relate to normal people. Oh my God, I'm saying normal people. See, something wrong with us. So I would say it's also like more of a logic. If I can ask my boyfriend about something and he also explains the same way, which you can manipulate it into a functionality,
Mm,
something. I'm not
yeah,
sure I'm making sense that, okay, if you do this, then this will happen. And then if you don't want this to happen, then like maybe you need to go another way, something like that.
yeah,
If else this, that, whatever. And then it's simply what we do. And then you want to keep on doing it in the loop way, then put a for on. I
yeah,
sometimes think like that, like, okay, it's doing like this, it's doing like part of just like this, and a small circle, say.
yeah.
But yeah.
I somehow remember it. You remember in at school when, for example, kids doesn't do their homework or something, they did something wrong. Their teacher asked
Mhm.
them to write it many times, and this could be done
Yeah.
with a for loops.
Yes. Yeah, they can simply do that.
Yeah, and then print it.
Yeah, just put it in a print and then inside just pass it 100 times. Simply.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I think I need to go out more and then talk to normal people.
I also think this way. Like, I feel like I know only about programming and the other, like,
Anyway, it is more, we we say, oh, this bug is, hiding somewhere very nicely, and then we couldn't figure out where the heck is the problem. And when I think about a normal human being, I think they are more complicated than this.
yeah.
I would say, yeah, for me at least, like the human interaction is going more unexpected and weird than with my laptop.
And I think about weirdness. Sometimes your weirdness is normal to people like you. So, like, you think it is weird and it is not. And maybe it seems smarter than
Mhm.
others, so it becomes weird for them.
Yes.
Like sometimes even about judgment, it affects sometimes when I see someone talks about
Mhm.
something, and I really like my values from like the very important values is honesty. And when someone talks about a story and
Mhm.
then said something that I know it was wrong,
Mhm.
and I try to ask them and they don't provide me for an answer, I say this is false. Like everything, like even in
It
my
didn't go
journal,
to the condition.
that condition, and it didn't like give any explanation about
Yes.
that I know the answer, so it means that everything is wrong. I don't I don't listen to the future nor the past.
Yes. So you simply fail to go inside the functionality. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Exception. Throw an exception.
Yes.
And when you remember the period when you started looking for YouTube videos and started learning programming by yourself,
Yeah.
I think it is challenging if you do it by yourself. How did you manage to keep doing it every day, for example, to continue this, because it needs a lot of motivation?
Yeah, that is actually true because when I started, it was like, okay, motivation. It was there for a week, for 2-3 weeks, but the fourth week, let's say, the actual problem started because you don't see deadline. That is sad because if you think about it, in a school or university, we always had this something like a push, like a exam or test, class test, something like that, and you have to study till this time, otherwise you will fail in the exam, something like that, so you finish the chapter. But here I am the teacher, I am the I'm the student, so what I can like, there was no like a deadline, and then it was easy for me to be lazy than be productive. So I was sometimes also falling for that, of course. Come on, Nivi is not a Jesus. And for, I would say, to bring up the motivation, I was thinking, okay, about of course, the reality checks, or say here and there you need it, and some planning it need to be made. I always plan, even though most of the time I plan like, okay, I will go to gym and then somehow get this belly go away, poof, poof, and and it's not happening still now. Like I have I am planning still, but I always will see it. I have it, take it up. I see it daily, and then I have my phrases, and then I say, okay, I can do it, and it it really maybe sounds stupid, but it pushes you, seriously. It does, and then I feel in the end of the day I will be roaming. In the evening I do nothing from morning, watch YouTube, binge watch Netflix, and then I pass here, and then I see, say, oh Nivi, what did you do today? Nothing productive, and then like nothing which I'm proud of, let's say, and something like that keep me motivated. Like, oof, no, because I don't want to feel guilty that I wasted time. I rather feel tired after learning something or doing something useful, meaningful. So I simply don't want to do waste days because I don't want to simply end up in a bad situation, let's say.
Yeah. And
So
are there people who also motivate you? Or is there an external support that you got during that period, especially?
yeah, it was my boyfriend and my sister. Both of them, they at that time Corona started and then the quarantine started. So we both, we three of us in a single apartment. It sounds weird, I know, but it was family members, and then we were like, I was living with my boyfriend, and my sister also was in the other bedroom. So it was like I saw them every day, and then both of them were working, and then the only person who was not working in that household was me, was doing nothing. So that also, I also felt like, oh my god, maybe they are doing their productiveness, even though they look like they are just chilling, they are working. But meanwhile, I was not. So I thought, okay, I can do it. Come on, because I wanna. Um, there is always this thing, right? You have a partner, you have a boyfriend, and then you don't want to be like the useless piece of shit in front of them. So
Yeah.
I felt like I want my boyfriend to be proud of me.
Yeah.
I want them to know, hey, this is my Nivi, and then she's the cool programmer,
Yeah.
something like that. I wanted that. So I was saying, oh no, 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 I can't fall back. I need to learn because this is my prestige issue.
Yeah.
So
I
it was
understand
also
that.
good. Yeah, they were nice. They try to motivate me to the extent, and then rest is simply, I would say, you need to have this discipline, I would say. Like, otherwise it can't work.
Yeah.
In the end, it's always you. So people like always can try to push you, but you are the one who's like really in charge. So I would say
Exactly.
simply the motivation which you have, that and the discipline you need to hold, something like that. And it's doable, man. Come on, it's simply like the normal things. How you solve the normal situation, think like it, and then do more projects. If somebody is trying to hear the podcast, I will be very happy if they want to pursue something in programming, just not for money, but for something else. They want to create something. Oh my god, I will be so happy and then amazed to not advise, give them suggestion to do more exercise, to do more projects. Please start with something. If you just say, I want to learn about for loops today, you can't make it. Or if you want to learn about some class or inheritance or whatever, you need to start with something. You need to have an idea. Like, okay, in the end of this month, I will try to do a project which deals with the reconciliation, let's say, like reconciliation as in comparing two datas, two external datas, some simple project I'm talking about. You compare, and then I try to find if there is any conflict. Let's say that's the actual project. Then you set a goal that you will finish this project, and then start doing it. Start as a completely begin that, and then when you start, then you will say, aha, I don't know how to grab this, and then I don't know how to manipulate this JSON data. And simply what you do, blah, 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 research. Put it on the YouTube. They are nice people who are explaining this. God bless them, seriously, whoever they are. And simply, you have the resource. So you always can look for it. You don't need to have I don't know, very big brain, or I really don't have a clue. Like, it's simply more accessible.
Yeah.
So they can simply start and keep on going. Just try to keep on go, and then that's it.
Yeah.
I would say.
I think you're right. It's important to do things in practice so you can learn more than theoretically, especially programming. It's better to create your project and start, and then check if you don't know how to, like, maybe the syntax or something. It would be okay. You can find it in the internet. But once you start, you will then find out that you are making progress every day by looking to that project. And it helped you also in your CV when you presented your projects, right?
Yes. Yeah, because in the interviews, what they ask is like what I do in my. I had a short description of what is my project, and then what languages I used, and what are the stuff. That's it. But I don't put the actual project there. But how they know that I did that is in the interview. They ask about it, and then they give me situation, and then in a few interviews they give me this round that they have a situation, and then they want me to solve it. And there were some interviews they said like, explain me what they're trying to do, or what is the bug, or what, like many stuff like this. So you after analyzing yourself, do more programming, then only you can be able to solve this kind of situation, right?
Yeah.
So simply, one of the worst thing in the world is to read somebody else's code. Yes. So this will give you practice, let's say, because you are maybe the first, you're the person who wrote the code, but trust me, after a year, if you read it, you will be cringe.
Yeah. Yeah, I can relate. Many times. Like sometimes when I was looking, there was once a bug and I was looking to the code and it was an old part that it hasn't been touched for a long time. And I was looking and then said, oh my God, who wrote the code? I didn't say anything. Fortunately, I didn't say stupid or something else. I just did annotate. I did blame and look, it was my name. And then, oh my God, okay. okay, I know, I tried to understand my situation before, and I tried to have more empathy. But I
Yes.
believe that like every day you are learning new things, and
Yes.
then the old code will seem more funny.
Sometimes I think it's like a split plus personality. I say, did I? What in a drunk day I had to write this? What is this? What is the purpose of it? Like you could simply can do it in the other way, and like yeah, it's more like gossiping. I would say like when you see your code will be like this, like the most amazing code, but you keep it somewhere else for a week and take it and see it as a other person, the
Yeah.
third person. I say you see the fault, you see the fault now.
Yeah.
It's always like somebody else code. You say, aha, this person. Oh my God, why they do that? And you don't see any simple thing in yours.
Yeah, exactly.
But
And this actually, I got this idea now when we are talking. It is like when someone tries to be aware of a situation, even instead of thinking of themselves as themselves, they put them, they look, they they disconnect from
yes,
themselves and from their ego, and then look, oh my God, I did this. Like it could be also applied in
yeah,
real life this way.
I could say so. But I think it's okay.
Yeah, and this is why if you understand that you too can make not make you too can make mistakes, you will have
Yes,
more empathy to accept others' mistakes, because sometimes like
others. Yes, of course.
yeah, because like sometimes I see seniors. Sometimes they really
Mhm.
aren't kind in like in the PR. Sometimes they
Mhm.
say what is it's very stupid or something like that, and I understand it's
Mhm.
not about the person, it's about the code. But when that senior realized that he or she or like they did a mistake, the same mistake or something,
Yes,
they will be more humble,
kind to
kind to
others, right?
others.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will understand, they will have more empathy that this could happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
To everybody. You cannot. Maybe it's the also the senior programmer who code that, but he didn't had the coffee or she didn't have the coffee that morning. Then you can think, or it's some nice evening, Friday evening. Then you don't think
Yeah.
like what you said. Friday evening, 3:30. Who thinks?
Yeah.
Like we just wait for 4 o'clock. That's it. So yeah, sometimes it's more like a reality check. Like, yeah, be humble, don't say shit. You you will be the one. Yes.
Yeah, it's really.
Yeah, it's more like somebody telling you karma is a boomerang. Maybe don't do this. Don't say shit, or don't think, because sometimes I think like, ah, oh my God, who is this? Seriously, I do. I'm so judgmental in this. I'm not in real life. I swear, but here. Oh my God, why you, what is this? Like, what is this thing? This make me so angry sometimes. And they realize later I do also the similar kind of coding.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's eye-opening.
Yeah.
And you can also see the progress, I would say. The project which I did, I opened recently. And it's, remember the story I told you, like I opened my old Facebook. It's the same thing. Full bullshit, full of bullshit. They're more equal.
I can understand. It's the
It's the
same.
same.
It's really because in programming you can learn like every day you will learn something. I'm sure. Like every day
Yeah.
you are coding, you find out a new way, a better way, etc. Clean code. Like the first step is to make it work, and then later you will clean it up.
Mhm.
And every day you will learn and learn and learn, and after a period of time, I'm sure that it is you are in another level because every day you are learning. So
Yeah,
yeah,
the progress shows, of course.
yeah,
And also that you see the progress, and that I think it's very amazing, and then it gives you more motivation
yeah,
that this one, even a small little thing, if I do, then I see, and then good. Maybe I feel very good when I use these reusability kind of codes, more instead of I have these pages, for example, for lights, and also for radars and sensors and stuff, and then I had this new functionality coming. Uh, it's already there for editing, for
hmm,
keep it in the read-only page, and then I change it to edit mode, and then everything was in the read-only page. Read-only mode will change to the input, edit, and then stuff, and then they were doing it in the different way, and then I changed it entirely, and I used only one JavaScript file, and then inside the same file I was manipulating it and keeping the code very much reusable
hmm,
for everything. For updating, I just tried to keep it, even though for radars you have a different kind of parameters. Let's say the values you get is different, and then what you pass, and all of this stuff, like once it's a drop down, and then for some things it's just this on off kind of button,
hmm,
and then or for whatever it is, whatever situation it goes, and then it grabs, and then with this one little file, I was just giving example, it's happy. And all of these 5 or 6, I don't know, of these files were using just this one source, and I was happy, like, haha, Nivi, instead of putting it like 6-7 times in a different area, I was making it more reusable, and I felt like happy, like, oh, good,
yeah,
thought about it, okay, good, and I was happy. And these kind of small things that I would say is it's giving me more energy,
yeah,
that keeps me happy for some reason.
yeah.
I don't know, things like that.
It feels very good to see that you are making something, you are doing something, you are changing
Yes.
a whole your impact in the product that you
Hmm.
are working on. And
Yeah,
yeah,
because if I am in the company, then I feel like they gave me chance to develop myself
mhm,
in the industry. So I also want the company to, you know, get more impact from my side. I like to see, and then I also feel good if they appreciate, of course. So, and some nice thing like, yeah, you made it good, something like that would is already far more than giving them somebody's bonus, I would say.
yeah,
It's like if some other programmer or fellow coworker says, okay, oh, maybe that's a good idea, something like that, then it makes my day, let's say.
yeah,
And then it's kind of motivation, of course. And did you I'm not sure, maybe there was one meme also I saw, like a person who dies, a normal person, and then a person from this country, that country, and then the person who document their work along their coding goes with the casket of a golden coffin. The coffin which was fully gold, because this guy is the one who programs and also documents it along the side. I see that, so okay. And then yeah, this kind of humor, and then I think I feel more related to this, and I'm very happy that finally somebody can relate to me, because at work I'll try to like it keep it more professional, and then I don't talk that much personal, and then I'm very happy that outside somebody is actually nice, because at work you have to be nice to the colleagues, but outside you choose to be nice, and
yeah.
then that's very very good. I'm very happy that I met you, Liam. Seriously,
Me
very happy.
too. Really, I'm very happy.
Yeah, but somebody who actually understands me.
Yeah, and also really it empowers me also because I have a special feeling to women who are working on the same field, especially in Europe. There aren't a lot of women are working
Mhm.
in the field, and most of them are men. And what do you think actually about this? It is surprising. Is it in India like that? Is it less women?
No, I would say in my country it's more. Women are now more in the technology based field, like more with computers, because they don't go that much outside if they're with the computers. So in my countries they're fine as a women for safety issues, and female education is been very much appreciated, and then also been carried out well, I would say, from the last generation. From my mom's generation till my generation is already people who encourage women to study more and then invest on their self, on their education more. So I'm already very happy about that, about my country. And here in Europe, that's surprising, because here even the education is free, not like in my country. So I don't really know why women here, they are not that much into technology based fields.
Yeah.
And it is very sad, and then I feel like it is a male dominant field,
Yeah.
and then I would love to see it change, because it's, come on, programming is not just for male, and then
Yeah.
it's for everybody. That's strongly I believe in. And not just this, I already see in the field like medicine, women are doing great. I'm very happy about that. And I would also appreciate if also women are more, if I see in computer science.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I'm not sure other field which we are not that much doing good. Yeah, mostly in IT, there's almost like zero. And then mechanical engineering. Yes,
Yes,
I
that's
also
true.
feel like it is like lack of women force in there. But I'm pretty sure it will change. Hmm.
Yeah, and I think that there are people who believe some stereotypes that the society tells, and they made them think that it is not for women. And like I think it is normal, like any other major. It's just like I also when I see a doctor, I will also
Hmm.
be surprised how do they choose it. It is difficult, but I don't ask it because I know that it's their choice. And sometimes I feel like it is by default. It is like when someone says, I have a colleague is working with me, a
Hmm.
programmer, and then they meet a
Hmm.
woman, they got surprised and confused because they think that it is by default, it is a man. And this
Hmm.
is why I mentioned about the stereotype. They always, by default, they think it is only a man job, but it is surprising because it has nothing to do for being a
Yes,
man.
of course it has to do nothing with that. And I have seriously no clue why they think it is like one gender
Yeah,
profession. It is of course for everybody.
yeah,
And it's I really have no clue why they think like that.
yeah,
Imagine uh, doing a medicine, remembering that many things about a very difficult species, human being, and then operating with them, and then bringing the life, and then helping the life to survive. You know how it's very hard, and then you know it is very tough
yeah,
profession. And to study that much, you need you need a lot of brain, of course, and
yeah,
then you need to be very smart in order to be in that field. And then I have personally very big respect from whoever in the medicine. And women are mostly people assume that women, they're okay being a doctor. Then if she's okay being a doctor, then how cannot she be a programmer?
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
come on. I don't
Yeah.
understand this. This medicine is easy for women, and then IT is tough for women. Like, what is that? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly. It is really weird, and especially when you see that it is believed by many people, the majority of people, and also about listening to the ideas of women. This is I personally experienced it. For example, when I share my idea or something, sometimes I feel a coworker didn't take me seriously, for
Ah,
example,
that's
just because like there's a judgment
uh-huh.
because of me as being a woman, and this is very bad. And I think this maybe because in programming we need to communicate, etc., and this will show the basics of like the society, the education, that
Mhm.
women are human beings and have opinion, and whenever they talk they need to be heard, and it is exactly they have the same right as them.
Yeah.
And there are men think that they are superior, and this maybe in tech field this shows this maybe the way of their
Mhm.
thinking about women in general, because in tech
Mhm.
you need to change the
Uh-huh.
world and you need to talk, to give ideas,
Yes.
and uh, and to participate. Guys, many men made
Mhm.
it hard for them because of their belief that they usually didn't, for example, give an importance of women's voice, for example, or something.
Correct.
This is like my interpretation.
Yeah. So about this is a very big topic. To be very honest, I also very much feel that in the field that even though women let's don't talk about maybe general, but just by me even, I did feel that my coworker sometimes tried to suppress me just because I think I'm not sure like why it was like that, but he always tried to criticize me even though I didn't do anything wrong.
Mhm.
That sounds funny, maybe, but I didn't. And then he tried to always like say, I don't know, for no reason he has to bring like blame me even though I didn't do anything. And then he would say, this is not like, you didn't understand this. This is not like this. Meanwhile, I'm not the dumb one there. Honestly. And then in the end, he got also fired. That's another story. But uh, it was difficult to see those things happening. Yeah, you hear that men are doing this, but when this happened to you, you kind of not believe like this is happening to you.
Yeah.
I felt very bad that my coworker was doing that and always bringing me down. And then once I was very mad, I just said straight, like, I don't know why you don't agree. I don't know what is the problem, why you don't agree. Because it is the web GUI, I was doing the part, okay? And then who knows the better, me, the person who was doing it, or the person who had nothing to do with the whole part? Who got a better vision? Of course, it's me. So I tell him, no, that's what I developed, and you're explaining me things which I developed. It's on quote. I said this to him. I was so
Yeah.
mad that it is not nice that you're trying to not agree with what I say. It's your opinion, okay, but this is my part and this is my work and I did it. And why you are saying, no, you're not saying correctly. This program is working like this only. He was trying to explain me my own work.
Ah.
Can you understand that? I tell him, no, it is not, it is not executing like this. It is executing like this. I was explaining him and he was not agreeing with me.
Wow. Oh my God.
I was like, yes. And to make it worse, my boss always he sees it's always this one man who do this and then the other man the sweetest man. I don't know. He My boss, he comes and then he sees the situation, even though he tried to blame everything on me for his work. He said like he couldn't do his part because I didn't finish my part and then deploy it in the server, and then from there he had to continue. But meanwhile he can still do it in his local system done. and then the merch part will be not
Of,
finished. And he was blaming it. Oh, it was so weird. And then my boss understood everything. I didn't say a word, but he understood. And then he saw the situation. He was saying, "No, you're blaming it on her." He said that, and I was so happy that men are also the one who agrees their mistakes. Some people are also doing that, and then some people also
yeah.
trying to suppress people. I don't know. It's more of a man thing or more of a human thing. It is. So far, I would say it's hard to say.
And I think it is related to their values. There are like people are trying to be good, well educated. Sometimes they make mistakes because of the society had some default stereotypes. Maybe they believed it, but then later when they see that this is not true and they try to learn and get educated and to be better, and so they can defend anyone who really was treated bad from other person. There are people are like this, but there are people who cannot change. They think that they know what women want and they think that they
Yes.
decide for them. And
And to be honest, no, if the person is doing this, I really think that we as a woman, we or whoever, as a woman, shouldn't take shit from that person.
yeah,
Because if he thinks he's the boss and then nobody can change his values, or nobody can, like, whatever you try to prove to him, he won't change his opinion, then it's not my duty to educate him.
yeah,
And you need to also think like, okay, I won't let this person let me down, you know.
yeah,
It's also, I would say, our responsibility to stand up for ourselves, even as a man, even as a woman, whoever. They simply have to first to respect ourselves.
yeah,
Like, I wouldn't, if you think like this, if you have a, let's say, some baby, okay, I don't have a better example.
yeah, it's fun.
If you have a baby, so you won't let the baby get bad or blamed for something it doesn't deserve. So if you can stand for a baby, then how about you? You must stand for yourself first, and then protect the baby or the dog or the whoever
Yeah,
you care. But I would say it's our more of a duty to value, protect, and respect ourselves. And
yeah,
then once you do that, then you somehow need to come with a way to slightly try to educate the foolish people. Even some, maybe women are also sometimes like that,
yeah,
who knows. So it's, we can't really say at this situation, because mostly it's the majority of the time men. Sorry to say, but it can be also the other
yeah,
side, who knows.
yeah,
Maybe like if you interview some men, maybe they can come up with the no, they can share their story or whatever. But so far we know it's usually not going fair with women more,
yeah.
I would say.
We can share our opinion and try to make the other person understand, and we cannot force them to get educated if they are closed minded. In that case, how, like, I think like it is difficult how we can stand up for ourselves in these cases. I think the best way is maybe to just change the environment because it's really tiring.
I would say it's better to run, as you said. Like, yeah, it's first good option, run. And if you can educate, then do the honor, be the queen as you are, and then just do the honor of trying to explain yourself, and then the logic maybe to the person.
Yeah,
And in the worst case, try to fight. Seriously, simply, I really like to educate some people if they need,
yeah,
because stupidity can't be handled. And then just because they are stupid, I don't want to spoil my day on them because they are rude. I wouldn't be sad. I will be tell them it's rude and don't do this, so that they won't do it to other person.
Exactly.
and while they're doing.
Yeah.
If you just ignore it, it will keep on happening to some other person. Yeah, it's doing your own duty, one
Yeah.
little duty, let's say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank you so much, man. It's good to really have a conversation with you. Seriously, you're doing good. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Me too. I'm very proud of you, and
Thank you.
especially about the way how you get where you are now. It's really impressive. And like before wrapping up, is there something that you wished if you have known before, and or if you have an advice you would like to give to people who are listening?
Yes. Whoever listening, I'm so happy that you try to hear the other women's story. That's already a big step. And I won't say advice, but if I known this, the one thing if I known this before earlier, that would be amazing. It was for programming. You don't need to have education, proper school education, or like a fancy college degree. What you need is interest. If you like innovation, if you like programming, if you want to know if you even like the programming, just start with simple things, like start with even Excel, and then try to figure out how is it done, and then try to think how the programmer would have done that, and then try to go into little things, small things, and then you can, if you think you like it, just dive into it deep. I would say it's very fun, and then very interesting topic, and program languages, it's universal. I would say you can start with any language you want, and trust me, it's always you will learn, you will see the progress, and then you don't really need other person's validations. And then if I known that before, that would be like amazing. But I'm very happy that I at least figure out now. So that would be it.
Yeah, nice advice. Thanks a lot, Nivi, and I'm very happy to know you in person and to have you. And thanks a lot for sharing your story.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you so much for having me, and I'm very happy to meet you. You're simply amazing women, man. Seriously, keep on doing the good work.
Thank you. My friends, I hope that you enjoyed today's episode with Nivi and that you got inspired by her story. In case if you are interested to share about your story and your journey, feel free to reach me out via Twitter or Instagram. The links will be in the description. Thanks a lot for your listening, and I wish you a happy new year. I'm looking forward to our next episode with a new guest and new inspiring story. Until then, stay safe and stay tuned to our next episode. Tic Tac, tackle the inspiration.